Hi, I'm Dan Schmitt. I do a weekly TV show called Team Chicago Challenge. My website is teamchicago.tv. Teamchicago.tv. In the next 10 minutes, we're going to show you the second race, 2002 season. That was the second season Team Chicago won a national title in middleweight superstock with WERA, the Western Eastern Road Race Association, the #1 series in the nation and the one and only series doing a national endurance series. So we're at North Florida Raceway, a brand new racetrack. WERA is the first race at this racetrack, and the WERA National Endurance Series was the first event on this brand new racetrack. So let's check out the action. North Florida Raceway, which now is known as Jennings, I should point that out, but back then it was North Florida Raceway, and let's see the action. The WERA 6-hour national endurance.
As we see teams line up, it's like Mark Young is riding 57 to 600. Mike Smith is riding with Team Extreme Pennzoil. Trey Beatty's on the Team Vesra Suzuki as they wait for the start of the 6-hour national endurance North Florida Raceway. The North Florida Motorsport Park, Team Vesra, the 2001 champ, sponsored by Vesra Brakes, Suzuki, Watana, Nielsen Enterprise, Pirelli, Fujiko, but right with them, it's Mike Smith, who's been recruited to help out with Team Pennzoil. Army of Darkness is running fourth. Phil Caldwell, Mr. Moto Heaven. Wintech Leathers is riding the Team Chicago 4 and 6 prepared Yamaha dealers R6. Joe's turning some great laps out here. He's going fast.
Well, it was Mike Smith briefly getting by Trey Beatty during that first hour, but Team Extreme made the first pit stop, and that put Vesra Racing up front. The story of the day is Army of Darkness running a good, solid race, running in third place. They are battling with that other Vesra team for middleweight superbike, Vesra 57, as we see Phil Caldwell coming by. He was flying on the Team Chicago R6, turning 121s, putting Team Chicago into the top 10 right off the bat in the 6-hour national. The top of the first hour, Vesra's in the pits, taking on tires. Trey Beatty's going to be turning that bike over. I'm on the Team Chicago R6 during the second hour, and in the second hour is Vesra Suzuki up front. Army of Darkness made it up to second place. Third place was that Vesra 2 team. Extreme dropped back down to fourth place. Empty Races running fifth. Sagrada Familia is running in sixth place. Team Velocity in seventh. J&J Racing eighth. Ninth went to Northern. Gateway, 10th Infotech. Team Life, Team Chicago, and Neighbor of the Beast were all on the same lap, battling over 11th place during that second hour of racing. As I get by a few of these 650s, the 650 Suzukis make up the majority of that lightweight superbike class. And during the third hour, Steve Carson was on the Team Chicago R6 as we see Melissa Burkhoff, the first lady of road racing on Neighbor of the Beast. But Steve Carson was on fire as he got down to 123s on this brand new race course on the Team Chicago 4 and 6 Dunlop tire R6 Yamaha dealers. And during that third hour, Velocity Racing moved up to fifth place. J&J moved to sixth, and I talked to some of the riders back in the pits.
My name's Mike Swank, 14K, the movie, and the track is beautiful. Best track I've been to yet. It's awesome.
My name's Ken Snyder. It's a real nice facility. A little fast on the sweepers, just takes a little getting used to, but having a lot of fun. Just need to find the curbs and have a lot of fun with them.
Billy Etheridge, Rod Endurance. This is a lot more teamwork, a lot more camaraderie in the sprint racing. Everybody gets along real well, and we have a lot of fun out here.
Joe Shook from Cincinnati, Ohio. We race for Deals Gap Racing. I do it for the fun of it. Basically, it's a great time out there. It's a rush like you never believe.
I'm Joe Morris. I'm from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Ride for the 29 Dreams team.
Phil Sierras. I ride for Team HMR, the Honda R&D team. And I get into endurance racing. It's a lot of track time on some great tracks all over the country.
As we get into the fourth hour, Army of Darkness is still running in second place, putting on a great race. Phil Caldo's back on the Team Chicago R6, and he has moved Team Chicago back into the top 10. We are now in 8th place. Phil is on fire, turning 121s. He's running a great race. In the pits now is Extreme. Mike Schmitt is back on the bike, but he had a problem with the front brake during the pit stop. As they reattach the front caliper, this is going to cost them. They are still stuck in 4th place, even though Mike Schmitt is flying out there on this road course. During the 5th hour, I'm back on the Team Chicago R6 as I come up on Team Life. This is Joe Mananese. He's out of the Philadelphia area with Team Life, also running a Yamaha R6. They are on the same lap as us, but I have to get by them and put them down 1 lap. That is my goal during this time. And in the 5th hour is Vesra up front, Army of Darkness second. The 2 Vesra teams come by. That is 57. That's Vesra 2. They are running in 3rd place. Team Extreme is 4th. MB Racing is 5th. Team Velocity is running 6th. ClubRacing.com 7th. J&J is running 8th. Team Chicago, we are in 9th place. Team Life is in 10th place. 14K the movie is running in 11th place. During the final hour, Steve Carson is now on the Team Chicago R6. He is looking great out there, turning some great times, moving Team Chicago back up. We are going to battle for the lead in that middleweight super stock class. Steve is going to try to get by Team Velocity so we can win the middleweight super stock class. Team Extreme number 2 comes by, but they will not catch Team Suzuki. Army of Darkness running a solid 2nd place on that 600 Suzuki. Red flag is out. That will end the race 5.5 hours in. The final results, it is Vesra Suzuki, Team Army of Darkness, Vesra 2, Extreme Racing, J&J Racing, MB Racing, Team Velocity, Team Chicago, 14K the movie in 10th place. Team Life, Team Chicago will leave from North Florida with the points lead in middleweight superstock. And now Sunday, open superstock. It is Mike Schmitt. He is flying on that Team Extreme Suzuki, 2nd place. The 2 ArcLight racers are battling for that 2nd place. It is Scott Harwell battling with Lee Agree for 2nd and 3rd place. But Mike Schmitt on that Team Extreme, Billy Eckrich, Suzuki is going to go on and pick up the win. It is victory for that Pennzoil Suzuki 1000. Mark Young had a problem in that class and finished in 6th place. Next up, 125, Jason Peters is flying out there. Brian Crickett's running 2nd. Nicky Wishauer is running 3rd place on those 125s. But the national champ, Jason Peters, will not be denied as he runs away with the field. 125 GP, the WERA National Challenge Series at North Florida Raceway, Jennings, Florida. Next up, the Dunlop Tire 600 Superstock. It is John Jacoby on that Vesra Suzuki Pirelli tire up front. Scott Harwell is battling with Mark Young. Mark Young is on the other Vesra Suzuki. Off the track, that is Brian Stokes has just dropped his Suzuki. But in the final, John Jacoby goes on to pick up the win. Scott Harwell was a solid 2nd. Lee Agree came up and stole 3rd place from Mark Young. Mark Young ended up in 4th place. A great race. Dunlop Tire, 600 Superstock, the WERA National Challenge Series, North Florida Raceway, WERA, America's road racing leaders. And now the amateur 600 super stock class. Jeff Walker's up front. He's on that Lockhart Phillips Suzuki 600. Gregory Moore is running in second place. Mike Shrugg's running in third place. It's a tight battle up front. Jeff Walker battling with that Gregory Moore. As a bike goes flashing by the camera. He came off that last corner, made it across the racetrack. Luckily, he did not run into one of these leaders. But picking up the win, it is Gregory Moore going on to pick up the win. Jeff Walker is second as we see Joshua Tatum. He's the one off the track. For more information, go to WERA, W-E-R-A, America Road Racing Leader, WERA. Don't forget TeamChicago.tv, walkwithdan.com. See ya!